Just 1 second.
No, leave it on, it's a nice jacket.
On advice, I'll leave it on, but keeping the shorts on as well. I won't explain the outfit. Aside from the jacket, I've come straight from work. I'm a newsreader by day. You don't see any of the legs on the telly. Jon Snow's got a pair just like this as well. I do find myself getting bored really easily. I was bored the other day. I fed my cat some glitter. That was pretty shit. I was thinking about masturbation. Not about doing masturbation, just about it in general. Because people say it affects your eyesight, it makes you blind. If that's the case, does that affect you or the person doing it for you? Probably explains why my sister's got really bad eyesight. What? She had lots of boyfriends. I was thinking the other day though about the best thing to use to clean up after yourself after you've had a bit of a masturbation time. Quite clearly it's plenty, because the one sheet does do plenty. As long as you can cope with the little Spaniard sitting there ready to pounce. I was there the other day, just finishing off. He's there, one sheet does plenty. I said, keep your mouth shut, you wouldn't spill as fucking much, would you? Mrs. come home today, the other day, and she said, enjoy your wank today? Caught me off guard, to be fair. I was like, oh, do you know what I was doing? Just a skid mark on the sofa. She asked me if we could have the rough sex, so I obliged. We used a sandpaper condom. We always have sex in the dark, because let's face it, it's easy to picture somebody else in the dark, isn't it? But it does work both ways. I mean, she always pictures she's got Gary Barlow, and I picture anybody else but her, to be fair. You're all familiar with the concept of the scented poo bag. I mean, all very handy contraption. The problem is I can't get my ass in. It'd make a bigger size, really. Did a gig recently, had the audience pissing themselves. Can't go back to old people's home again. Did a gig for 27-year-olds. Can't go back to that primary school either. I was thinking about the festive period. Does that mean no blokes getting sex over Christmas anywhere? It's a grower, it's a grower. Over the Christmas period, I went to see my daughter's nativity play, and before the play come on, the teacher come out to give you the rules. And one of the rules was, if you've got any younger children that are making a bit of disruption, if you can leave the hall area so everyone else can enjoy the play. So as the play started, this woman next to me had this kid that just wouldn't shut up. She was trying as best as she could, trying to shush it. I said, I'm not having this. Taps her on the shoulder and says, look, the teacher said, if you're making noise, can you leave the hall area? She fucking blanked me. All right, I raised my hand, waited for the teacher to come, she asked her to leave. I thought, great stuff, not a problem. Got to the end of the play, I thought, right, there's going to be a confrontation now, she'll be outside waiting. I got outside, she wasn't there. I had to fucking walk home. Went on Pimp My Ride. I got the wrong end of the stick when I started fitting wheel arches to the missus. I'm never one for following advice. People always say to me, you can't go swimming right after you eat. You know, problems. Well, bollocks to that, I had a full Sunday lunch, went swimming, not a problem. Well, aside from the fact I can't fucking swim. And there was a lady there who clearly had no idea that she was on her special time, shall we say. There's a trail behind her. But like them documentaries when the guys are feeding chum to the sharks at the back of the boat. I've got a mate, to be fair, he's quite a thick mate. I've got two examples of how thick he is. He come around my house to see what was on TV, looking for the TV guide. He just turned to me and said, your TV guide shit. I said, why is that? He said, there's no listing for ITV1+1. And to be fair, this is completely true. He did say to me, he was talking about smear tests, and he said, I don't know why women moan about them so much, they're not very painful. I said, well, what's your perception of a smear test? He said, well, the bird goes to the doctors, drops her trousers, drops her knickers. It's a really bad mind, by the way, I do know. And then she just smears herself on a mirror, and the doctor just analyses it. That was generally true. That was his concept of what a smear test was. I've got a mate who's got a terrible stutter. Didn't realise how bad it was until I sent him to the shop to get me a Mars bar, and he returned me some M&Ms. Just a little thing to finish with. This is the true story. It's happened earlier on in the year. We had a bit of a friends and family barbecue round at my house. So all my friends and the kids come round, and we hired a massive bouncy castle. And all the kids are playing on it, and all us grown-ups are just standing watching, having something to eat. A bit jealous of the bouncy castle. And all the kids come off, so we thought, right, we're going to get on there. So there's 7 of us, all prattling about like dicks, doing all the big wrestling moves and the big slams and the jumps. We all come off, and the kids go on. Obviously they've been watching us, so they start copying us. I'm sitting there eating my burger, and I look up to see my 10-year-old daughter putting her sister into the powerbomb position, which for those that don't know is basically putting her head between her legs like this, and then lifting her up over her head like this, and fucking slamming her into the bouncy castle. That was it. I was out of my chair. Hey! What have I told you? Bend your fucking legs when you pick your sister up. Now fucking pin her, she's out. I didn't tell her off, she got her own back on her though. She attacked her with a steel chair from behind afterwards. And that's pretty much all I got for tonight, thanks people. So it's a pleasure to talk to you all.
Doyle, ladies and gentlemen, fantastic! It's available for all good children's parties.